Hey, it's Stormy, and I'm here today talking to you once again about Course Careers because many of you know that I'm in my second program of Course Careers, and I started with the IT program. Now I'm doing a software engineering program, and several of you had questions about whether or not Course Careers is a scam. Are you able to obtain a job after Course Careers? And I want to first answer the second question. Are you able to obtain a job after Course Careers with the skills you gain? And yes, that is true. So, many of you know that after I completed the IT program, I went right into the software engineering program. So, my adamancy to get a job may not be the same as someone else's. And please do not think because I have not obtained a job, a secured IT position after completing Course Careers, that that is impossible for you to do. My situation is totally different. I am more of a mid-level. I'm coming from being a UX designer for 7 years, so that position is not entry level. So I will be coming from a mid-level to trying to get into an entry level position in order to transition to IT. So because being a UX designer is tech, but it's still tech, it's more so tech adjacent. So it takes a little bit more time for me. It's going to be a little more complicated. So I'm going to have to prepare myself to go into maybe a more mid-level IT position based on the experience that I have. And I can tell you, I have been applying to different IT positions, and they are entry level, and I've been getting a lot of rejections. I've had interviews, but I've also had rejections, and if I had to guess, I would say that most likely it's because of my previous experience. They're probably looking at my resume and saying, you're not actually entry level, even though I am making a career change and I'm open to entry level positions because I have no problem working from the ground up to learn a new skill. So that's totally fine with me. But I see that most likely is the issue because getting a UX design job and everything would not be a problem for me. I would just basically have to update my portfolio. But I really want to go into software, cloud, and DevOps because that's where I'm at in my life right now. So, with that being said, Course Careers is not a scam. Course Careers really prepares you for the modern day skills that you need in order to get into technology. Also, they are offering different types of trades in construction, plumbing, electrician, as well as business trades like accounting, data analytics. So you can go to Course Careers right now and pick up some skills quickly. I feel as though that Course Careers is great, especially if you're making a career transition, number one, to upskill quickly, but also if you're going back to school to get another degree like myself, to get a head start in that new area. Course Careers will give you that kickstart that you need in those areas to hurry up and upskill and to potentially get a job while you're obtaining your next degree or even your first degree. Like Course Careers is great for someone that's in high school, out of high school, just coming out of high school, that's in college, and they want to expedite a little bit faster through the courses that they're going to be learning because they may not be able to get them in the current year that they're in. I know that's usually a big problem. Sometimes the course that you want, you can't take it because you have to do pre-requested courses before you can get to the next one or the actual one that you want to do. So that's where I feel like Course Careers can come in and be beneficial as well. So then you have skills that you can use and also get a job while you're still in college, okay? Or while you're still working at another job. You can upskill and maybe get, I don't know, a second job or easily transition. But Course Careers is going to give you modern day skills. For example, in the IT program, you learn the basics and fundamentals of IT. You also get to work directly in the cloud, in Azure Cloud, Microsoft Azure Cloud. So that is just golden right there. That is the opportunity for you to get cloud experience right off the bat. After I finished the IT program, I did passed the AZ 900, so I am certified as a Microsoft Cloud Fundamentalist, and I got that certificate shortly after completing the course. Now I'm in the software development course, and I've had software development training before and it was not that good, but now the software development training that I'm getting in Course Careers is really excellent. It's broken down for any beginner to be able to understand or to have resources. They give you resources and practice where you can practice your coding skills in JavaScript. You learn the fundamentals for the front end and the back end in the first half of the software engineering course, because there's 2 parts. After you complete that, then you choose your specialty in either front-end development, back-end development, or DevOps. And as I stated, I will be doing DevOps. So I am about 53% through the fundamentals, which I think is like 25% or maybe 30% now through the entire course. So that is what I'm doing as I'm preparing to go back to school to get my second degree in software engineering. And so that's kind of giving me a heads up, getting me prepared. I get practice, because in programming, you want to get as much practice as possible. And it's really difficult for me to set time aside because I'm a wife, I'm a mom, I work for myself, but I'm also a stay-at-home mom as well. So I have to work around my client schedule, my kid's schedule, my husband's schedule, and trying to fit in learning through there. I also volunteer with my religious organization. So there is a lot that I have to do, and time is really of the essence. So when it comes to me trying to get new education to skill up in order to transition to a new career, my third career, it takes a lot of work. But hey, I'm with it. I'm a lifelong learner. I've been like that my whole entire life. So yes. All right. So let's get into this. So there are 5 reasons that CourseCareers is not a scam. Okay. Number 1, CourseCareers is a legit program. Yes, CourseCareers is legit. It's online training that provides education for entry-level careers in tech sales, IT, and digital marketing. And as I stated, they've added some other trades as well: construction, management, plumbing, electrician, and they also have bookkeeping for accountant. Or you could become a bookkeeper. And I believe that UX design. If you're into UX design, CourseCareers would be a great opportunity to gain those skills, and you can have some verified portfolio to share when you do apply for jobs. Okay. And it has a massive amount of positive reviews, and many graduates have secured jobs with reputable companies. So you can do your research on that with their website. You can go onto LinkedIn and verify that there are many. I don't know how many, so I'm not going to say, but I'm pretty sure it's probably maybe close to thousands of people that have attained jobs after attending CourseCareers. Okay, so that information is easy to find. LinkedIn, you have to verify the employment anyway. So it's not like someone could just say that they work at a company and they actually don't, because the company would be like, no, they don't work here. Okay. And then also people have shared several different testimonies all on YouTube, with their with the jobs that they obtain. Some people are sharing their actual first paycheck, and everything. So, somebody's situation may be different from yours. It may take you a little longer. You may not need to jump and find a job or be okay with, going on and getting more education like myself, or you may be looking for something, but you can start right away. But you can definitely do it. It's really all up to how hard you work with putting yourself out there. Okay, so number 2, does CourseCareers guarantee a job after completing the course? No. No one in this world can guarantee you a job unless it might be one of your parents or family members who actually own a company. Then they can say, hey, I'll hire you. Okay. But then again, at the same time, they can't really guarantee it because they can change their mind at any moment. So it's really up to you. And, it's really about, you putting yourself out there, applying for jobs, getting into those interviews and everything. Like it is easy to get interviews. I've gotten several different interviews, but it's getting the job. So that takes time. It takes adamancy. It takes determination. You want to make sure that you are not giving up with that process. And once you get those skills are going to pay the bills. So the more skills that you have, the more opportunities you have, not just to get a job, but also to work for yourself. Because once you get the skills, people can't take them away from you. So you can create your own opportunity, just for example, if you go into the IT program, you're not able to get a job, but you're like, hey, I'm going to start my own help desk company. Maybe I can do some individual help desk for small businesses. There are plenty of people who do that. They have their own personal help desk services that they offer, and maybe just giving companies a stronger security posture, just with consultations and making changes and suggestions. So people can't take skills away from you. The main thing, you want to make sure that you're getting good skills. So if you're not able to get a job right away, you can create your own job. If you go into software engineering, you can create your own app that you can sell. You can build apps for small businesses. You can work on, you could manage a company's app that they have. Maybe they lost the person, or the person maybe got a job somewhere in advance and they're not managing their app anymore. So don't think that, because you don't have a job or anything, that you can't make money. When you get skills, you can make money. Skills pay the bills. Okay. All right. So, like I said, you can do a search on LinkedIn to verify, these individuals, and reach out to them and ask them about CourseCareers as well. Okay. All right. So number 3, are CourseCareers reviews fake or manipulated? From my personal experience, I don't think so. I did a lot of research on the people who shared their reviews and experience on CourseCareers. At the time that I started, there weren't as many as they are now, but I verified them. Like I do my research, so I'm looking up their first and last name. Like, people look me up on LinkedIn all the time, and I'm since I've been making these videos, I've gotten so many people that connected with me because they saw the videos and everything. And that's, like I said, that's a strong way to verify somebody. So there could be some people who went to CourseCareers and said that they got a job. Is that possible? Yeah, it's possible. It's possible with anybody on YouTube to lie about, what they've done just to get views or just to get a commission as an affiliate, because we do get an opportunity to make money off of referrals, but I'm not going to refer anything that I don't believe in. I'm not going to refer somebody to go to my previous software boot camp that was horrible just because they're paying me money. You know why? Because I may get a commission for that, but the person that I refer them to they're going to give me more grief than that money was actually worth. They're going to say, why did you refer me to go there when they did not do a good job of teaching me how to become a programmer? Okay. So I don't want anybody to come back to me and say, you suggested that I go here and it was not as good as you said it was. So in order for me to refer something, I have to experience it. I have to have used it. I have to live with it, and say, yeah, I think this might be something that you want to look into. It's worth it. I've been through a lot of different educational programs, been to college, and I've experienced some good instruction and some very bad instruction. And so, and I know that for me, the college that I graduated from, where I got my arts degree, at as a visual digital filmmaking degree in video production, where we had to learn everything about the artistic side of technology. We had to do everything ourselves, and that was a performance-based school, or mainly I should say hands-on, but performance-based too, because if you knew the stuff, you could get through it really quickly. But we had to do everything day one hands-on. And I like learning like that because I pick it up a lot faster. So I know when there is good education, and CourseCareers is similar to that, because as soon as you jump into the first course, you're hands-on, just like, right away. Okay. And you're learning like bam, 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 bam. Okay. All right. So a lot of this is up to you, but remember, skills pay the bills. No one can take any skills away from you. All right. So you can make money whether you have a job or not. It's just all about you learning and researching. How can I put my skills into action? Listen, I'm a veteran hairstylist. I've been doing hair for 25 years. Anytime I didn't have it, I'm in between jobs right now because I'm upskilling, but because I still have these skills that I can use my hands to make money. I don't need to work for anyone else. I can go into the salon when I want to, or I could work from home, and I can still make money while I'm educating myself because of these skills that I've obtained. Okay. All right. So let's see. The next reason that CourseCareers is not a scam. Okay. Does CourseCareers charge hidden fees? No. CourseCareers has a clear upfront cost, usually between $500 to $800, because the software engineering course I think is the most expensive one, and that one was $799. Okay. There are no recurring or hidden fees, and students gain lifetime access to the course materials. So if you need to go back and review once you do get in the workspace, or you are working for yourself, then you always have that reference to go back to and view in order for you to solve a problem that you may have. Okay. All right. And number 5, is CourseCareers worth it, or is it just another online scam? CourseCareers is not a scam, but its value depends on your goals and commitment. If you're motivated and follow the guidance provided, it can be a cost-effective alternative to traditional college for breaking into tech sales, IT, or digital marketing, or any of the other programs that they have available. Okay. However, success is not automatic. It requires effort and networking. Yes. Okay. So those are the 5 reasons why I can explain to you, and I know that CourseCareers is not a scam, but I want to track back to that networking one. Okay. Because even though I am in the process of upskilling, I'm going to be going to school full time, and also still working through CourseCareers program, I still go to job fairs. Okay. I just went to a job fair. I think it was Women in Tech or something. I think it was Women. I went to Women in Tech. And the day before that, I went to, it was a job fair in my county where I live. And so the good thing about those job fairs, some of them had jobs that I might have been eligible for. Some of them didn't have jobs available. They may have had some jobs coming. Everybody had an opportunity for a UX designer coming, or coming soon, or in place and everything. So they was like, yeah, contact me, if you're still interested in doing UX design, we can definitely use you there. So I'm like, okay, so I thought about it. We'll see, if that might be an opportunity. But anyway, long story short, the good thing about going to these job fairs is that I found companies that I did not know about. Tech companies that work remotely in my area. So these tech companies are not that far from my home. I think maybe the maximum might have been around like an hour and a half, which is where I live at, is about not really that far. Everything is 45 minutes or more away from each other, where you're located at, depending on the traffic and everything. So that was great for me to find out, because now I have tech companies that I did not know existed. There were at least 6 different companies that I was able to network with, the people that were there representing them, to say, oh yeah, we're in this area, we're in that area and everything, and we mainly work remotely, so I was like, oh, okay, so that was good information, especially with so many companies going back into the office. Of course, we know there are several different companies that are still working remotely because they've always worked remotely, and they don't have to go back in the office because they own, they're private companies. So the choice is up to them. But we just hear about, oh, everybody's going back into the office. Everybody's going back to the office. The big tech companies going back into the office. The government's going back into the office. But some people don't even really have offices that exist. And the other thing is that offering remote work opens you up to more qualified candidates. So if you offer remote work and somebody may not be qualified in the area for the skills that you need, you can hire people almost anywhere in the United States in order for them to join your team. So so even though I'm not heavily in the in the job market right now, going to these different job fairs that were available really opened my mind up and said, hey, yeah, and I even told some of the recruiters and everything. I said, I'm transitioning. This is where I'm at right now. I'm just kind of seeing what's out here, getting to know the companies and what you guys have available. And then something just clicked. I talked to one guy, and I was just like, you look like the most interesting person here, because he looked like a music engineer. He looked like some of the music engineers that I used to work with. If you don't know, that was one of the first things that I went to school for before transitioning into video production, which merges video and audio together. But I was drawn to him because he had the long ponytail and everything. I could tell he was a tech guy, but I'm like, for some reason, I feel like he might have been a music engineer at some point. A lot of music engineers go into computer programming sometimes anyway, or have done that based on how the music industry changed over the last few decades. So anyway, I talked to him, and he said, yeah, our company is located such and so, which is really a long distance for me to commute on a daily basis. But he said, yeah, so we work remotely. He said, we don't have anything right now, but take my email, and everything. I told him what I was trying to do, what I was trying to get into. He said, yeah, we hire in DevOps. We don't have any entry-level positions, which, it's not surprising. A lot of people didn't have entry-level positions, especially with the way technology is changing right now. So even more reason to continuously skill up and to be a lifelong learner. The more skills you get, the more jobs you qualify for. Okay. And I thought that was just like so beneficial, to me. I was just like, okay, this is wonderful, finding out about all of these different companies that are in the state that's like adjacent to me. And the job fair I went to before that was in my county. I found out about jobs that were like in the next county, to me, in the rural area. I'm like, you got tech companies out in this rural area, So so networking. Do it before you start school. Do it, or CourseCareers, wherever you go. Do it beforehand. Do it while you're there. Do it after you're there, because you just never know when that time will come or when that job will pop up. And a company that may not advertise on LinkedIn, that may not advertise on Indeed or any other of the other career sites, or they just may not pop up within your search, and they may have a job that you qualify for when you're ready, to apply, or an internship. You just never know. But really get out there and network and see where, if you're looking for remote work, or if you need remote work, then go out there and network to see what companies are actually working remotely. Okay, so you can get directly connected with them and start building those relationships. But yes, okay, so that's what I got. No, CourseCareers is not a scam. CourseCareers will leave you with skills that can pay your bills, whether you have a job or not. Okay, so don't sleep on these opportunities, especially if they're affordable, because people are breaking the bank and have broken the bank in order to go to these boot camps for these 3 months, like myself and everything, and not really leaving efficient enough in order to be able to keep growing, within their career. But, you want to be able to be strongly rooted in what you're doing and learning, and have a lot of experience, even if it's through the educational part, and have valuable skills that are targeted in what you want to do, whether it's front end, back end, DevOps. You want to be able to have those skills. And when you get these skills, you want to be able to do multiple jobs. Okay? Quickly, before I end, I'll tell you, I love being a UX designer, but I wanted to do more because I originally wanted to be a computer programmer, but because I had web design experience, it was just easier for me to get a UX design job when I was ready to kind of do something other than cosmetology, because I had my degree and everything. And so when I said I want to work a full-time job and everything and put my tech skills together, it was easier for me to get into UX design. I applied for a Ruby on Rails job. I wasn't that good. The guy said, I can't hire you as a programmer, but I can have you design the platform for the software and everything like that. And so I said, okay. So I took it. So that's how I got into UX design. But in UX design, my contract, and if your contract or something ends and there's no more UX design jobs where you are, if you're a contractor like I was, then y'all then to go into management, which I didn't want to do, or senior level design and everything. So, being a mid-level, senior level, or a manager, really the only 3 jobs and everything. But I wanted to be available for multiple jobs because I'm interested in multiple things. I want to not just design the software, I want to, build it to operate the way that it does. So that was one of the reasons why, I said, okay, now it's time for me to really go after my original passion. And that was in IT and programming and all of that stuff. So the cloud didn't exist. Well, it existed, but it wasn't called the cloud back when I had first originally started. So everything comes full circle. So now I'm here. But now I want to be able to do any job within that area. Okay, so programming, cloud, architecture, all of that. That's really like what I want to be able to do. And that's what you can do with skills, with real skills. Okay, so get those skills. I can't say it enough. I just want to come on here and give you a little bit of motivation and give you some confirmation about CourseCareers, because people have so many questions about. I get a lot of questions in the comments of my videos, and I can't, I try to reply to all of them, but I don't want anybody to miss out on a good opportunity to upskill yourself and to advance and live up to your unlimited potential. All right, so thank you for joining me today. If you have any more questions, please leave them in the comments below. I'll try to answer them. If not, I'll try to do a video to reply and everything. But I really, really hope this helped. And if you're interested in CourseCareers, check out the link below. If you click one, you will get $50 off your first course, whichever course you choose. And I wish you the very best of luck. And please let me know how things are going with you. Okay? But remember, don't give up. Nothing beats a failure but a try. All right. I'll see you in the next video.